take back this White House. And they'll tell you, oh, forget January 6th, forget impeachment 1, impeachment 2. They'll say, forget Russiagate. They'll say, none of that ever happened. That's just a distortion of reality. Well, then you tell them that the election rig from the last cycle, from the Washington deep state, the biggest con job in modern election history, when they had 51 intelligence officials, including a Secretary of Defense, 2 CIA directors, an NSA director, and a slew of other people, write a letter they knew was a total fabrication a week before the last election to rob you of the truth and tell you Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation. You know and I know it was a reality, and it's not a Republican or Democratic thing, it's a uniparty swamp monster thing. People like Bill Barr and Gina Haspel pushed that letter out even though they knew it was a total lie because they wanted to kneecap our duly elected president. So you have to go out there and deliver this message to our community, and the truth will see Donald Trump ushered into the White House. But we got 12 days to take this mission to the moon and back. And then they'll tell you, oh, that's never going to happen again. We got to vote for Kamala Harris. And let me bring this thing home, where it really hurts me the most as a member of the civilian service of our Department of Defense. We saw the disastrous Afghan withdrawal, where 13 brave warriors were blown up by a suicide bomber that Harris let out of Bagram Detention Center, only to have Joe Biden check the watch on the flight line of the dignified transfer. Kamala Harris has had 1,300 days to call the 13 families. The only guy I know that spent hours with every one of those families is Donald J. Trump. And let me really bring this thing up to date. We tragically heard yet again about the gruesome murder of Vanessa Guillen, who was serving in our uniformed services and who was murdered 4 years ago. And what did the fake news and the corporate deep state do again? They redug up that murder and they used it to label a political hit job against President Trump. And they said President Trump would never pay for funeral services. Well, I was in the Oval Office again, and what did he do? He said the Department of Defense is going to give her full honors, full military regalia, and make sure her family receives the financial assistance that she needs. And then Donald J. Trump showed us the man that he really is, and he said if the DOD won't pony up, then DJT was going to foot that entire bill. That's the kind of commander-in-chief I want. That's the kind of commander-in-chief I need. And if you all out there are ready to join our mission first mentality, and if you all are out there ready to get behind the greatest commander-in-chief of our lifetime, then sign up to end the woke industry in Washington, D.C. and remove DEI from our military and end the two-tier system of justice. We are no longer going to bend the knee to the corporate media and the deep state. Las Vegas, my home, Nevada, we are going to win this state for the first time for Donald J. Trump this year. And we are going to continue to do the one thing that they will never do, which is tell the truth. And we are going to put foot to ass for our country because DJT has done that for the last 10 years, and it's the least we can do for him. Nevada, let's bring this thing home and inaugurate Donald J. Trump on January 20th as our 47th Commander-in-Chief.